Hi, my name is Andrew Fradris and today I'll be going through the basics of flows. The first part here is we'll be talking about the different types of flows that you can utilize. So within Salesforce, to get to flows and to set up your flow and create a new one, all you need to do is go to the cog in the top right here, go to setup. Once you're there, search for the word flow and click flows. From flows, I want to then create a new flow. I'll click the new flow button there. Now this will launch your flow builder, and the first option you'll have is the choice of which flow you want to use. Now this all depends on your business scenario. So for example, if I wanted a flow that would trigger based on a record being updated, inserted or deleted, I would go with this option here, record triggered flow. Record triggered flows are pretty popular amongst all the flow types, as they are going to be replacing a lot more of Apex based triggered operations. Record triggered flows are very commonly used in very simple use cases, such as providing additional information based on a field that's just been filled in or a record that's just been updated, or even going to more complex and creating additional records based on an update on a record itself. We then have screen flow. So if I wanted the users to interact with a screen that I've created, capturing that data, and then I can then utilize that data later on in my flow, the perfect example for this would be screen flow. This usage is pretty commonly found launched off an action. So you might have a custom action, and instead of having the standard new buttons where there is a standard layout for new creation of a record, you can customize that to something a bit more concise and condensed. You then have scheduled triggered flows. Now these are for your much larger operations. You would want these outside of normal operating hours, normal usage of your system, so that you're not impacting your users. For example, I wanted to reevaluate all of my accounts and identify a particular aspect of it and then update it. This would be triggering outside of it. If, however, you wanted to invoke a flow from a particular method, such as Apex, REST API, web tabs, Visual Force pages, you can use the auto-launched flow no trigger. Now, there is some downsides to this, such as it doesn't support screens, local actions, choices, or choice sets. Then you have platform event triggered flows. This is launched when a platform event message is received. This auto launch flow is essentially run in the back end and is a lot more limiting in terms of what you can and can't do around it as well. The most common ones out of these have got to be screen flow and record triggered flows. These two you'll probably see the most common use cases for out of all of them.